This is the story of how becoming a mom changes you as a woman. Oh, miss.
And baby, can't you see?
Spend your whole time in the kitchen? Too stressed to have fun? Worried the guests won't have a good time?
Sometimes you find yourself staying up late the night before wondering, is everything going to go okay? I say go to bed early and try to keep to your routine.
Today we're talking to Kraft Kitchen Expert Michele McAdoo about ways to prepare for your next party as we discuss. Is it possible to enjoy the party when you're the host?
I'm always taking a shower right before people come. But I'm not very good in the kitchen.
Yeah, but I just find like I get a little stressed and I really want to have a good time.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're not alone. I've heard this before from some of my girlfriends and that. And I always like to give them little tips. And one of them is to be really well organized. I always like setting my table the night before. And that way you get it out of the way. But also when it comes to doing a menu, I always like to plan one recipe that I can make ahead. I like those ones that are like maybe 10 minutes to assemble.
There's something that's 10 minutes to assemble?
Sure. We have a beef enchilada bake that you can assemble in 10 minutes. Pop it in the refrigerator and leave it for 24 hours, and then you bake it off when your guests arrive.
No seasoning or anything on this?
No, because what we're going to be doing is adding in the Velveeta along with some cream corn, and then there's going to be layered with tomatoes.
So you don't need,
green chilies in there.
salt?
No, you don't.
What about the salad stuff? Can I chop up my tomatoes and everything before?
Yeah, what I do is in the morning of an event, I get everything ready. So I wash my lettuce leaves, I get everything chopped up.
You don't just buy it bagged like I do?
Well, you can buy that too if you want.
Yeah.
But what I do is I wash everything up, and then when your guests arrive, I just mix up the salad then.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
perfect.
That's great. And you have to have something like cheese and crackers when people come, because I always show up to a party hungry. I don't know why.
You do.
And when there's no food,
Because you barely eat.
I always put something out.
A little dip or something, right?
A nice little dip. And what you can do is heat it up, and you can keep it in a little slow cooker, so then it keeps it the perfect consistency, and then people can keep
What's a
dipping
slow
into
cooker?
I have a crock pot. What's a slow cooker?
Crock pot is like a trademark name. Slow
Oh,
cooker is the apparatus.
Okay,
so there you have
No,
it.
I have it. It's
See?
actually sitting out, and that is something I do use.
Okay.
Michelle looks very nervous every time I pick up something.
No, I'm not. Why don't you keep it set down?
See?
Yeah, there, perfect. No,
You're being so kind. You're like this? No, not really. Not like that.
And what I
It's
like
fun.
too is also having things arranged around the living room, so not everyone congregated in one area. Because where does everyone always end up?
Kitchen.
In the kitchen, right?
Yeah, that actually stresses me out. My kitchen is not that big.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I'll be kind of doing those last minute preparations, and everybody's on top of me. And I just want to say, like, just
Get
go
out.
in the other room. And, you know, but you can't. That would not be
you
really
can't.
hospitable.
No.
And-
But you know what? Don't let on if anything ever goes wrong.
Okay,
Don't
how do you
let
do
on.
that?
You just say, hey, here it is. And if your dessert doesn't
I'm
cut properly,
I'm
you
always
don't
going,
let on.
I'm apologizing
No,
prior to them
don't.
eating, during them eating,
Hey, they're
after
not
them
having to
eating.
cook, so it's okay.
That's a good. I like your attitude.
Also,
It's
it's those little things that just
That's-
make things run smoother.
I definitely feel like I'm always to the last minute
Yeah,
kind
and
of getting it
I
up.
like to give myself, half an hour to an hour. That's what it just gives you that time to look around, see if everything's ready. Oh, and our guest
arrived. There we go.
How are you? Good. Good. Oh, yeah, that's not something that's Utah.
Is my husband doing anything? Seriously. Honey, can you bring out a pitcher of water, perhaps?
Yes, as soon as I clean up this huge mess.
Cook ahead of time, keep it simple, and do as much before the guests arrive as possible. Your guests will take your cue, so if you're having fun, they will too. Remember, we're all in this together.
Would you like to be on Mom Life? Come visit our community at jenandbarb.com.
And see how you and your mom life can be on our show.
Brought to you by Velveeta. Our theme song, Delight, is performed by Courtyard Hounds.
This is like fruit. I don't care if this goes on my show. This is annoying. What's he doing?
Yeah, that's right.